All right, let me ask you something. What if I told you that 2,000 years ago, the Romans, they had a working steam engine and automatic doors, vending machines, even self-healing concrete? I know you'd probably think I'm making it up, right? But believe me, that's not even the half of it. I mean, just look at this list for a second. We're talking about technologies so advanced that after Rome fell, some of them, they just vanished, weren't seen again for over 1,500 years. This isn't just, primitive tinkering. This was seriously sophisticated engineering. So let's break down some of the most incredible Roman inventions, and we'll start with one that honestly should have changed the entire world. So our story here really starts back in the 1st century AD. There's this brilliant Greek engineer living under Roman rule, a guy named Hero of Alexandria. And in his workshop, he came up with something that was absolutely revolutionary. So what you're looking at is called the Aeolipile. The idea is actually pretty simple. You boil water, the steam goes up into this metal sphere, and then it blasts out of these two bent nozzles on the side. That creates thrust, and the whole thing starts to spin really fast. It's basically a baby jet engine. I'm not kidding. It works on the exact same reaction principle that powers modern turbines. A real working steam engine in the 1st century AD? Okay, so the big question, the obvious one is, why didn't this start an industrial revolution right then and there? Well, the answer is kind of brutally practical. Fuel was super expensive. But you know what was cheap? The labor of slaves. The empire ran on it. So there was just no economic incentive, no reason at all to build these complex fuel-guzzling machines to do work that, frankly, people could do for next to nothing. The tech was there, absolutely. But the society, it just wasn't ready for it. But Hero didn't stop there. He also engineered one of the most, theatrical pieces of ancient technology I've ever heard of: automatic temple doors. I want you to picture this. You're a worshiper. You're standing there, a priest lights a fire on the altar, and then, like it's actual magic, these massive, heavy temple doors just swing open all by themselves. I mean, it would have felt like an absolute miracle, right? A sign from the gods. But behind the scenes, hidden away from everybody's eyes, was this breathtakingly clever system of pipes and water and weights. Now, this wasn't magic. It was pure mechanical and thermal engineering, and it was all designed for one thing: to inspire absolute awe. And the way it worked, this is just brilliant. Okay, so follow me on this. The fire on the altar, it's heating up air inside a sealed chamber hidden underneath. That hot air expands, right? And it pushes water out of the chamber, through a pipe, and into a bucket that's just hanging there. As that bucket fills up, it gets heavier and heavier, turning into a big counterweight. It sinks down, pulling on these ropes, and those ropes are wrapped around the door pivots, and voila, the doors swing open. And get this, when the fire goes out, the air cools, creating a vacuum that siphons the water back, and the doors close. It's a completely automated system. All right, let's switch gears to an invention where, and I'm not exaggerating, Roman technology is still better than ours in some ways. I'm talking about their concrete. Think about it. We've got Roman piers, harbors, seawalls, things that have been getting hammered by salt water for 2,000 years, and they're still standing. Not just standing, a lot of them are actually stronger today than when they were first built. I mean, just look at this comparison. Our modern reinforced concrete, it can start to fail in 50, maybe 100 years, especially in the ocean. It cracks, breaks down, you gotta keep repairing it. The Roman version, it gets stronger with time, and it fixes itself. This is the kind of stuff that modern engineers literally dream about. For decades, we had no idea how they did it. It was a total mystery. But recent research finally cracked the code. You see those little white chunks in the concrete? Those are called lime clasts. And here's the magic. When a tiny crack forms and a little bit of water seeps in, it dissolves these lime pockets. That lime-rich liquid then flows right into the crack, and it recrystallizes, sealing the crack completely shut from the inside. Just let that sink in for a second. Roman concrete is self-healing. And believe me, this isn't just some dusty historical fact. Right now, scientists at top universities are actively trying to reverse engineer this ancient recipe. I mean, imagine if we could build our bridges, our dams, our buildings with concrete that fixed itself. We'd save trillions of dollars, and our infrastructure would become so much more durable and sustainable. It's a game changer. So let's take a step back. We've got a steam engine, we have fully automated systems, and a building material that's better than what we have now, which, of course, brings us right back to that huge what-if of history. With all this incredible engineering, What was holding them back? Yeah, you just can't avoid the question. They had all the pieces, right? They had the brilliant inventors. They had the need for mass production. So why? Why did the world have to wait another 1600 years for an industrial revolution? Well, it seems to boil down to three main reasons. First, the big one we already talked about, the economics. Slave labor was just way cheaper than building and fueling complex machines. Second, their engineering, as brilliant as it was mostly trial and error. They didn't have that underlying scientific theory that lets you improve things systematically over and over again. And finally, there's the social structure itself. The Roman elite, their power and wealth came from land and from conquest, not from some disruptive new technology that could threaten the whole social order. And that really gets to the crucial point of all this. Technology. It doesn't exist in a vacuum. You can have the most brilliant invention in the world, but if you don't have the right economic incentives, the scientific foundation, and a society that's actually open to change, a real revolution just isn't going to happen. The Romans are the perfect example of how far human ingenuity can go, but they also show us what it really takes to turn a clever invention into a force that changes the entire world. It's honestly humbling when you realize just how advanced they were. I mean, steam turbines, materials we're still trying to copy today. It's incredible. So, I'll leave you with this to think about. Out of all these Roman inventions, which one impressed you the most? And if you could bring just one of them back into our world today, which would it be? The automatic doors, or maybe that amazing self-healing concrete? Comment below. If this changed how you see the ancient world, hit like and subscribe to Quick Clarity. We break down ancient engineering and modern science.